Hello, good evening, and welcome, and happy birthday if it happens to be your birthday. So, today is called January 14th, 2 weeks into the new year. And today we're going to be reading from The Secret Languages, or The Secret Language of Birthdays, your complete personology guide for each day of the year by Gary Goldschneider and Ju Stelfers. So, let's see what it has to say. January 14th, the day of the Integrator. So, month January, day 14. Your sign is 22 to 25 degrees in Capricorn. The period is Capricorn 3. You are a cardinal earth sign, sun sign. All right. The hardy individuals born on January 14 are engaged in coordinating and integrating the many-faceted aspects of their life and work. Their ability to see the whole picture in a thoroughly organic way distinguishes them from those who get hung up on details. January 14 people are able to forcefully pull together the strands of life and weave from them a meaningful fabric. They do not hesitate to follow what they believe to be right, what they believe to be the right course of action, even if they go against the rules of society. Indeed, they are well aware of both possible rewards and repercussions for their actions. Danger seems to attract January 14 people who are not averse to living on the edge. Rarely, however, do they seek out excitement to merely stimulate themselves. It seems more a byproduct of their intense involvement with their cause. For some January 14 people, perilous situations offer a chance to win out over great odds or die trying. Most January 14 people have an awareness of their power, but nonetheless repeatedly test it against resistance, obstacles, and anything or anyone that would frustrate them. Those born on this day are surely dominant types, but usually not interested in being rulers per se. Although they have marked leadership abilities, this talent may remain dormant in them if they consider the responsibilities of high rank inhibiting. Hey, that way, and Mr. Hugh, it's good to see you guys again. Welcome in. Happy 14th. Welcome all. Did you understand that sentence? I don't think I understood that sentence. I'm going to try and understand it a second time through. Although they have marked leadership ability, this talent may remain dormant in them if they consider the responsibilities of high rank inhibiting. I think I get the gist of it, maybe. All right, January 14 people are almost incapable of changing their mind once it is made up. They can be hard-headed to the point of being made of stone, especially where their emotions or sentiments are concerned. Implacable, they fulfill what they see as their duty and without compromise. However, even those January 14 people who believe firmly in the common cause usually reserve the right to act independently of it. Indeed, January 14 people value personal liberty above all else, and are some of the few people in the year who will put their lives on the line, if it comes to that, rather than capitulate to pressure. Inevitably, it seems, January 14 people are caught up with social and universal issues. Their personal lives, therefore, can be difficult and stormy. Mates, families, and friends must be extremely faithful as well as understanding if they are to stick with January 14 people through thick and thin. To make matters worse, those born on this day, unfortunately, quite capable of ignoring and neglecting those close to them when they are engaged in a heated life battle. Those born on January 14 may find themselves in grave difficulty if they lose everything on a big campaign or gamble, and upon turning for help, discover they stand alone. They should spend more energy on personal and social matters if they wish to retain the support of others, learning the wisdom of sharing in many areas of life and of give and take is crucial to them, if only from a pragmatic rather than altruistic point of view. Interesting. Hey, Jackie, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Michelle. Happy Sunday, girls. And gentlemen as well. Happy Sunday, y'all. All right, so we're going to get into numbers and planets. Those born on the 14th day of the month are ruled by the number 5. 1 plus 4 equals 5. And by the planet Mercury. Mercury grants great mental potential to January 14 people. Powers made still more concentrated and purposeful by the added influence. Oh my gosh, a bug just tried to go in my mouth. So Mercury grants great mental potential to January 14 people. Powers made still more concentrated and purposeful by the added influence of Saturn, Capricorn's ruler. For those January 14 people who get knocked off balance, the number 5 fortunately bestows a resilient character, which recovers quickly from the hard knocks of life. In Tarot, the 14th card of the major arcana is Temperance. The figure shown is a guardian angel who protects us and keeps us on an even keel. Temperance highlights the need for balance and moderation in the lives of January 14 people. Positively seen, the angel modifies passions in order to allow for new truths to be learned and incorporated into one's life. The Temperance card urges January 14 people to establish their own ethical code and resist those seductive temptations that would lead them toward false behavior for personal gain. In health, those born on January 14 may suffer from headaches, ulcers, sleeplessness, and other symptoms of stress due to driving themselves too hard. In addition, because of their tendency to put themselves in harm's way, they may be injury and accident prone. Thus, they must learn to keep their aggressive and confrontational nature under control if they wish to preserve their health. Of course, for January 14 people, injuries may be just another obstacle to overcome. Those born on this day should learn to fully relax at the table and enjoy themselves. A wide range of tasty culinary delights is recommended. In the same way, January 14 people should seek not only exciting and passionate experiences in their sexual lives, but also sensuous and affectionate ones. Only moderate exercise is recommended for January 14 people, hopefully of a social nature. Advice. Honor and dishonor are not just your personal province. Be aware of social values and the feelings of others. Learn to compromise. No injury or injustice is cause enough to harden your heart. Allow for your own weakness and vulnerability. Meditation for this day is, in chess, small moves pave the way for big ones. Awesome. Okay. In chess, small moves pave the way for big ones. Man, yeah. Those daily baby steps. Interesting. Hey, Hub, welcome. Trace B, everybody, welcome in. Oh, wow. What a cool confirmation. That's right. Wouldn't it be cool to talk to these guys? Like how many people that they've, researched and interviewed, and then just like even the famous people alone that they can, investigate their lives. And man, so Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers, they've written many books, and I really like The Secret Languages of Birthdays. But my favorite book that they have published is The Secret Language of Destiny. And that one, man, it's more specific to your date and year of birth. Juicy, real juicy. It's sometimes though too, I mean, if you're not ready for it, it can be overwhelming. You really have to ask. You have to really want it, I think, because it sometimes you're just not at the place where you're ready to hear those things. And sometimes even when you think you're maybe we're just like, wow, that really struck a chord inside of me, and it really showed me a mirror that I didn't know I didn't know. I've had that experience with a couple of people too that asked me to read their The Secret Language of Destiny. And yeah, it sent a couple of people, two in particular, but I've seen, like, you don't always know the aftermath, but like a couple of the people you're more close with, and it's like it alters the whole landscape of their thoughts for the rest of their life. Isn't that cool though when that happens? I mean, we're always growing and changing, but right, sometimes we're not ready for it. All things in divine perfect timing, eh? So, if you were born on this day, your strengths could be that you are indomitable, courageous, and organized. Some weaknesses could be that you are emotionally hard or uncompromising. Those born on this day: Albert Schweitzer, a German Nobel Peace Prize winning physician, philosopher, organist, musicologist, and a theologian and African missionary. Wow, what a life! Yukio Mishima, a Japanese playwright, short story writer, and novelist of Confessions of a Mask, a militant nationalist, and ritual suicide. Wow. Martin Niemöller, maybe? Niemöller, German World War I U-boat commander, ordained theologian, President World Council of Churches, sent to Dachau, Dachau, I apologize for my mispronunciations, y'all, for preaching against Nazis, survived, and then I think there's a writing here. Did it say that he was a writer? Anyways, this is in italics. From U-boat to pulpit. John Dos Passos, a novelist of the U.S., and he wrote USA. Faye Dunaway, film actress. Alan Toussaint, New Orleans pianist, singer, songwriter, arranger, and producer. Masakai Kobayashi, a Japanese film director of Kaseki. Lawrence Kasdan, a film director of The Big Chill. My mom loved that movie. Julian Bond, civil rights leader. Oh no. I think this looks Italian. Oh no. Guilio. Guilio? I'm not sure. Andreotti. Oh my gosh, he was an Italian president. I apologize. Resigned in scandal. Sidney Biddle Barrows, Mayflower descendant, Madam for high-class call girls, a writer of Mayflower Madam. Trevor Nunn, a British stage director, Royal Shakespeare Company head. Joseph Losey, an American-British stage film director of The Servant. Andy Rooney, a satirist, TV journalist of 60 Minutes. Thomas Tryon, an actor, novelist of Harvest Home. Berthe Morisot, Berthe Morisot, a French Morisot, maybe, a French impressionist painter. Cecil Beaton, British stage designer and photographer. Jack Jones, a singer. Bebe Daniels, Bibi, it's Bebe. Bebe Daniels, a film actress, World War II civilian worker, and Medal of Freedom writer. And then last we have Marjorie Weinswig, a philosophy professor of A Philosophical Approach to Women's Liberation. Wow, oh man, that was really rough for me. All those names. Kevin Costner was actually the body in the casket of that movie, of The Big Chill. Genevieve, good to see you. Welcome in. Juicy little tidbit. Wow. My what do you call that? She was like my youth pastor, or like, I don't know. I guess she was my youth pastor when I was in California. I think it was Julie Noblet, maybe. Anyways, she went to high school with him, with Kevin Costner, and I always remember that little detail. I don't think that she had great things to say about him. Anyways, I don't know him. I'm just saying that was something for my memory. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for bearing with me with all those crazy mispronunciations. But that was interesting. Yeah, I didn't know most of those people, but I knew more than some of the other days. So now I welcome you to the Daily Oracle Pull, and I'm feeling these ones. So I'm going to start with the Sacred Destiny. Then we'll pull a Daily Crystal Inspiration, and we'll then cap the whole energy off with the Universe Has Your Back message. All right. So we'll get a little prayer, and we'll do it to it. All right. Pull these out. Oh, you know, I could pull these out beforehand and just set the boxes up. Hey, ideas. Okie doke. Man, so beautiful. Look at the back of this deck. Isn't that cool? This is the Daily Crystal Inspiration Oracle deck. And this is by Heather Askinosi, maybe. Askinosi. That sounds good to me. When you open your heart and trust yourself, the universe will always guide you in the right direction. Beautiful. Okay, then I've got the Sacred Destiny Oracle, which is by Denise Lynn. And then we have The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriel Bernstein. Owl energy. Boop, boop. Okay. Thank you for always guiding me. See the symbolism. See the messages. Symbolism. Help us find, hear, and see, and feel the messages that you draw to us today on this 14th day of July. Thank you for always guiding us for our best good. Okay, let's do some shuffling. Yeah. Sacred Destiny Oracle for this day. For our best and highest good, please and thank you. Unamas. Hey, can you see? No, I don't think you can. It's like stuck between me and the microphone. It just like floated there. Ooh, diligence, bird's eye view. Wow. Okay, too right. Well, what was the name of this day called? The day of the something tour. Anyways, wow. Okay, here's the card that just flew out. Diligence. What kind of bird is that? I've always loved that patchwork from the sky. Have you ever been in a plane before? And I'm all about the window seat, but like when you look down and then the world seems to become like just a bunch of shapes like that, it is, I don't know, mesmerizing. I love it. Diligence. Okay, so this path that you are traveling down, keep making the moves. I'm feeling a sense of monotony, almost a sense of showing up for things on a daily basis and feeling kind of like it's almost just like rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. I feel that this is calling you to zoom out from those moves. There's reasons why you're doing the things that you're doing. And it's important to remember the reasons why we're doing those things, and they change, and we get closer to knowing ourselves and asking those questions of why. So I feel don't be downtrodden by the daily moves that we have today, that we have to make every day, like man, brushing our teeth, waking up, doing being healthy and stuff. And it's also a matter of perspective, because those things can feel really amazing too. Our perspective is always going to color everything that we see, everything that we feel, everything that we do. And this is also calling you to get a larger perspective and dial back into that. And a good way that you could do that is through grounding. I think that's why we have a ton of these green colors, but we also have like browns and like earth and rooting. We also have that sky energy, that air energy, that fast moving thinking energy. So you might have lots of thoughts going on right now. And in order to see your way through them, it could do you some good to meditate, find that stillness inside, and find that grounding inside. A lavender blue dilly dilly. Is that what this is called? This bird? Is that it? Is that what that means? Wow. Wow. So also these tips of these wings out here, I'm feeling it's almost like you've gone through so much in your life, and it's like you've dabbled in so much. You've had your fingers in so many different things, and you have so much experience. And I'm feeling like walking through the world, and like these wings as your feelers, or these fingers, which I'm kind of like as if you were the bird, right? If these were your arms, these were your fingers, and you're walking through the world, and you're interacting with everything around you. And sometimes we absorb some things here, we absorb things here. Everything is different for everyone, especially from where we're coming from, our perspective. But as you're doing that and interacting, and you have a very like a protection about you, that the main body of who you are, it remains with that white pure energy, and it flows up then also into like the neck of this thing, which is that blue communication, and farther up into like these pinks, which is a healing heart energy, and reds of inspiration. So it's like you're being guided and informed by how you interact with the world, and still remaining yourself, especially when you are above in this sense where you can pull out and become very clear about why you're doing what you're doing. All right, let's get a crystal card for this one, for this day, and then we'll get the universe has got your back message. One crystal card to help us hone in on this energy, this bird's eye view. Diligence, working in diligence. All right, one crystal card, please, and thank you. Haha! Rainbow obsidian, heal your heart. Oh my gosh, there's even a heart in that stone. Wow. I do have obsidian, but not rainbow obsidian. Heal your heart. Interesting and cool. So yeah, this bird's eye view and feeling where you're from certainly come from this heart space. Maybe that's why I was feeling that sense too of like the drudgery of the daily move. And it's like healing your heart. You could get this stone, and it could help you work through those heart energies. If you're feeling like you're having any blockages towards yourself, towards others, to open and move in that energy, and bring this same color from this stone up to the head of this bird like that, like working through your love, through who you are, by healing your heart. And yeah, that grounding energy, the bird's eye view. Man, every time I pull a card out of here and I don't have a stone for it, I'm always just like, oh, I gotta get it. I gotta get that stone. I've been better about that this past 6 months to 12 months. But rainbow obsidian, I'll show you again. Beautiful. You know what? Let's see. I wonder if this book of stones, we could find something out. cool about rainbow obsidian. This is called The Book of Stones, Who They Are and What They Teach, revised and expanded edition. It's by Robert Simmons and Naisha Ossian. Possibly that's how you say that. This book is great. Oh my gosh. Okay, so obsidian. And then maybe they'll have rainbow. OP, element OP. Opal. Obsidian. Black obsidian, snowflake obsidian, mahogany, rainbow obsidian. Keywords. Oh, wow, look at this one. Dude, gorgeous. So keywords: recovery from emotional wounds, the deep journey through darkness to light. The element is earth, and it deals with your root chakra. So yeah, grounding. Okay. Rainbow obsidian is a black obsidian that when and polished and exposed to a strong light source reveals bands of red, blue, gold, and or green shades, which seem to correspond to layers of molten lava that cooled at different rates or times. Wow! Rainbow obsidian shares an affinity with rainbow moonstone. Using them together, one can maintain a dual awareness, wherein a part of oneself remains in the lit world while another part takes the dark journey. Obsidian, rainbow obsidian helps one take the downward journey to unexpected light. One often expects the spiritual light to be found above, in one's flight toward heaven. But for most human beings, it is impossible to escape the prison of one's own wounded psyche without going down. This journey into the depths is as amazing as it is necessary. As one descends, one finds the forgotten pieces of oneself that have been left behind at each wounding. Reclaiming the parts and continuing downward, one may experience more emptiness and deeper darkness before suddenly bursting into light at the very nadir of its descent. Wow. Of course, everyone's favorite part of the story is emergence into the light. And rainbow obsidian embodies this aspect in its own appearance. In dim light, a rainbow obsidian sphere seems to be a plain black. But when a strong light is shined upon it, radiant and vivid rings of color appear. So it is with one's own psyche when one reaches the light at the end of the cave of the descent. Wow. Spiritual meanings. Rainbow obsidian is a wonderful stone for grounding light into the aura and the physical body. It helps cleanse and align all chakras as it removes blockages and densities. Emotionally, rainbow obsidian brings hope, illumination, and energy into the most blocked and stagnant areas of the emotional body. This helps one feel more optimistic and willing to engage with life. It is a wonderful stone to use for alleviating depression or mood swings. Physically, rainbow obsidian is useful for bruising, bone breaks, or other tissue trauma. It can be placed over the heart area to assist in stabilizing the physical heart during stressful times. It is a good stone for drawing memory to consciousness from the cellular level. So repressed memories do not turn into physical disease. The affirmation is, I willingly choose to take the journey through the darkness of my unconscious, recovering the lost parts of myself, moving to rebirth in the light. Hey, Ezekiel, welcome. Hey, good to see you. Pa Joe, welcome, everyone. Wow, interesting. If you guys check this book out, they talk about a stone in here that's new, and it only came on the scene like in the last decade. And this stone, it has like a different hardness density to it, and also has a different energetic density to it, which can be measured. And they talk about it being like a Star Trek walkie-talkie. That's the easiest way I could explain it. That it connects you directly to spirit, to source. Now that I'm talking about this, I can't remember what it's called. anyways, it's whatever it is called, it means the light. And it's like a light network consciousness of energy that has come into the world as we're changing. And anyways, there's some really weird, juicy things you can read about it in that book. You all, let's get one last message from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle. All right, for this day. Man, wasn't that interesting? I love that book so much. All right, one last message, please, to cap off this energy, because going through the dark, seeing from above, getting through the daily motions, and like becoming clear and grounded on why we're doing what we're doing, and knowing ourselves deeper and better. All right, miss. One more message. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Oh, they're about to fall all over. Hey, here we go. Ooh, the eye. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Wow. I hope this can help you with what you're working with in your path. Whenever you find this, it does not have to be the 14th of January. It doesn't even have to be 2024. But yeah, I'm feeling that whole, like, it's almost like a spiral into the pupil. It's like direct connection with your oversoul. Seeing through, like drawing wisdom from the outside and the inside. Like in like a very like spiritual way, but also in a physical way, being like very informed. I mean, it is the year of the 8. When you turn an 8 on its side, it's an infinity symbol. It also makes like a pair of glasses. It's like, what do you see? What are you seeing? What abundance are we drawing to ourselves? What shadows are we letting go of? And who are we seeing with love? We're all human. This could be, you could be seeing your own self for the first time with the eyes of love. I hope. Draw on that wisdom. Work through that that sacral chakra energy, the yellows here, and also like come from your heart space with these pink, pink energies from your heart, the healing, the love. I'll just say it one more time before we say goodbye. I let the shadow of the past. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. I sure love y'alls. Thank you for spending this time with me. Love eyes, man. See everyone as if you see, see everyone as if the first time. It's a game changer. I'm really glad you said that, Jen. So this is how I'll close out. I'm not sure which celebrity this was. I didn't really even know who they were when I saw this. It was last year sometime. And he was very handsome, whoever he was, but he was talking about how he carries around in his phone at all times quotes that are really important to him. And there was one, and it basically, let's see if I can get the gist of it out. Imagine tomorrow if you woke up in your body and you had no knowledge of your previous life. You had no idea, you had no attachment to any of the thoughts of the past or anything that you had gone through. And if you like looked around yourself and you saw everything that was in your life, all of the things physically, and then you go and you work your way through the day and you learn that you have people in your life too, or you have animals in your life too, and you have other things that are going on. If you dropped down into your body and this were the thing that you were, this was the place that you were coming from, what would you do? if you were free of any of that attachment to like negative emotions of things that you had been a part of in the past. I find it to be empowering. And when I look around and I see what's in my life, it's like, wow, it's humbling. It's humbling to think about how blessed I am, how blessed we are. And I'll tell you what, you are a big part of the blessings in my life. And thank you so much for being here with me. Yeah, we'll keep making the moves. We'll keep waking up, and every time we get to do that, what a blessing. Each breath, breath in Latin is spiritus, spirit. And that also means God. Whew. Man, I love you. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow. And I thank you, YouTube, StreamYard, all my friends, all my family. And above all, thank you so much, Goddess, God, Vishnu, my guides. Mwah. I'll see you so soon. Thank you. Thank you.